Hello, guys. It's Eric Agnew with the Miller Park Minutes. We are back again talking Brew Crew baseball as we like to do. If you're new to this channel, my name is Eric. I am here to talk baseball for the love of the game, as we always do. We come at you typically live, typically daily. We're on all the social platforms: Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, X, YouTube. The main home for our channel is YouTube. So if you haven't gone over, go subscribe over on YouTube. The podcast airs in audio format on Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and I said all of those already. So we record nightly. Today is a rare day episode. Just happened to fall that way. We do Facebook Live and Twitter Live on Saturdays. We have a SeatGeek code if you want to save some money on SeatGeek. $20 off. Miller Park Minute is the SeatGeek code. You can also go over to Patreon, patreon.com/Miller Park Minute, and sign up there to help us out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming along. We've been doing a lot of stuff lately, just kind of trying out new things. So we're in the experimenting phase. I am trying to kind of see what works, see what we can do with the 2025 season. We're in a new day and age, and the old podcast just doesn't work anymore. But that being said, we had a great game last night, and I'm going to highlight that game in just a moment. We got a couple other things. We're going to talk about Quinn Priester a little bit. We're going to talk about trades, some stat lines. We're going to talk about a random player. So let's get into the game last night, though. Of course, we want to start with Freddie, because Freddie is the ace. Freddie is the guy right now. Freddie versus Freeland. And Freddie went 5 innings. So not quite the same amount of innings. Gave up 3 hits, 1 run, struck out 6, and 1 long ball. Again, Freddie has the problems with the long balls. We know this. But it was a good start for Freddie. Freddie always seems to turn it on in Colorado. Freddie debuted in Colorado, and that's I don't think that goes without saying. They mention it every time that Freddie pitches in Colorado. He amped it up. He got up to 99 last night on a fastball. He's been ticking up. I think he's starting to take over and take into that ace role more, and I love that for him. I absolutely love that for him. If you are new to this channel, Freddie has been a longtime favorite of mine. Freddie Fastball is probably my favorite player. Met him a few times. Really enjoy him. But yeah, he 2.0 ERA, best on the team. Then you had Abner come in. He went 1, striking out 2, allowing 1 hit, still 0-0 on the ERA. Piamps came in, did a nice job, 2 Ks, only allowing 1 hit. Mears also got into his first action. Now, he was ill, got into his first action last night. Really good stuff. Hudson, again, clean. Just clean across the board. I mean, we had 1 run given up, and that was the long ball by Freddie. So on the other side, we got to Freeland after 6 1/3. He gave up 1 homer prior to that. Struck out 5. We had 8 hits off of him. Then we got to Haggart too. So the key here was the consistency of the at-bats. The consistency of the at-bats really, we're just ticking away. The big thing with right now, especially you're looking at Churio leading this lineup. Churio, another home run last night. Just really, really solid play across the board. Turang had a home run. I'm sorry, Turang had a home run. Contertras had a home run, and Yelich had a home run. Churio was consistent across the board. Churio doubled in a line drive. They all run together. All the names run together. So, but Cheerio is on a 10-game hitting streak right now, which is huge. Turang is actually on an 11-game hitting streak. Again, huge. It's just good to see these young guys getting in stride. I actually was listening to the Brice Turang interview via the Brewers podcast with Sophia and Adam McCalvey yesterday. And it's interesting to hear Turang talk about his family and just how in depth he's into the game. His whole family is athletes. And his claim is that he's not the best athlete in his family. His sisters are a World Series of softball players, soccer. I mean, it's amazing. And of course, the lineage of his dad. But to see him coming in and hitting his stride, going on an 11-game hitting streak right now, I mean, dude's hitting 318. He's got an 885 OPS. And he just continues to do it. He continues to find a way to bunt, to hit runners over. That speaks volumes for this lineup and for this roster. I mean, across the board, there was one guy, and it was a pinch hitter that did not get a hit last night. We had 11 hits and 7 runs. Very good baseball. Very good baseball. The other dynamic that he was talking about in that interview was his relationship with Joey Ortiz and how they became roommates, and the part of that where these guys are really becoming friends and coming up. I think we go back to the Fielder Weeks JJ Hardy set of Brewers, because that is probably one of the best Brewers teams that came together as a young core. And we're seeing that with Frelick, Ortiz, Turang, Contertras. All these guys are coming up together and playing together, and it's clicking. It's clicking on lots of cylinders, and that's what we want to see. Capra also didn't have a hit. Sorry. Whoops. Errors and omissions. So I made some errors and omissions in yesterday's video too, and I'd like to just own up to it. I didn't mention Alexander's start. I put him on the graphic and then didn't mention his start. He did very well. And that's what it takes right now. We need these guys, these fringe guys, the guys that aren't necessarily set to be pieces of the rotation, to come together. That is where we need to eat the innings, because as long as we can put in the bats in these guys' hands, put the bats in Cheerio, Frelick, Contertras, even Yelich still got it. Yelich hit a dinger last night. Beautiful. And you saw the sigh of relief on Yelich's face when he hit that homer. Yelich's been scratching a little bit at the plate. That's all right, though. But again, we're very early in the season. So, I mean, all in all, good game. 3 home runs, scratching runs across. We're playing small ball. We're also playing, home run baseball. So, can't really argue with that. A win's a win's a win, right? We could have won by 1, and it would have been a win, and it would have been exciting. So we're going to move on now to the next article, the next piece. So Quentin Priester was in the clubhouse on Tuesday after the trade Monday from the Red Sox. He's very excited to be a Milwaukee Brewer. He has pitched 21 big league games, 15 of which were starts. All but one being for the Pirates. He is 6-9 with a 6.23 ERA, compiling 99 2/3 innings since his debut in 2023, allowing 41 walks and striking out 69. He has yet to appear in the big league game in 2025 and made one start for the Red Sox on September after the trade deadline last year. He's a tremendous athlete, says Mert. He's only 24 and can already make a ball go down, sinks the ball. He's pitched to the major league level. he has velo at the top end, 15 or 20 in the league. So they're basically they see a lot from him, is what they're saying here. Essentially, he's in the top, meaning they think that they can do something with him. Now, the Milwaukee Brewers have done things with guys. You look at Tobias Myers, who pitched I will mention that in a minute, pitched a rehab game, so that's good. But they're looking at this guy as he tops out at 97 miles an hour. He's a sinker guy. They think that he can do good. He keeps the ball down with the changing speed of the slider curve. He looks to start or to likely get started against the Rockies on Thursday. And I think that's kind of a good spot to have him, because you don't want to have somebody leaving balls up in Colorado. Look what happens when you leave a ball up in Colorado, i.e. home run city. But so I mean that I look forward to that. I want to see that. I'm not opposed to that. I think Brewers tend to do, something here with these fringe guys that they always pick up and add to the rotation. Tonight we got Alexander going again. And then possibly Thursday, it looks like they're going to go with Priester, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with it, guys. The reason I say that, and I really mean that, is because when we add these fringe guys, you never know who's going to work out. You don't know, and we never know at the beginning of the day. So let's talk about the matchup today. You've got Tyler Alexander with a 2.0 ERA. He's 1-0. He's allowed 2 hits, 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. Going against Sensatel, who's got 0 ERA, allowed 19 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks in his last. The underdog, according to FanDuel, is the Colorado Rockies, of course. It says we're plus 100 in this one. Sensatel's got 3.48 ERA. He went 5 2/3. Tyler Alexander went 5 2/3 hitless in his last start this year. So I'm excited. Tail of the tape, man. Tail of the tape. Let's see what we can do against these guys. This is Brew Crew ball at its best. We are in the heat of the season. I am here talking about it. I have to say, I'm moving on to the next. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be watching. I'll be tweeting. I'll be talking. But I have to say, I'm really excited that Costas is going to be a part of the honoring of Bob Uecker. I know I kind of jumbled through it yesterday, but there's a lot of stuff going with that. There's the jersey patch pins that every fan's going to get. The bases and the balls are going to have the special logo. Just a lot of good stuff. All the proceeds are going to go to ALS, Medical College of Wisconsin, Cancer Research, all of Bob's things. But it is fun to honor Bob Uecker, and I think it's great that one of the great voices of this era of baseball, and really several eras of baseball, is going to be there and be a huge part of it. So that is big to me. Going over the trade rumors, I wanted to talk about the statistic side of Quinn Priester. I kind of I separated that. I don't know why I separated that, but Quinn Priester, career-wise, has a negative WAR. He's 6-9 with a 6.239 ERA. We mentioned 21 games, 15 of those started, 99.2/3, 69 strikeouts, and a 1.55 WHIP. he's been around, so he's got some time. I think this gives him an opportunity, though, to look at. If you look at the stats and you look at what's going on, his first year in 20 or part of his time in 24 with Boston here, or the second half of the year, his trade. If you look at all the other major league stats, he was a Pittsburgh Pirate and gave up a lot of runs, right? But if you look at his time in Boston, he had a 1.8 ERA, 3.57 FIP, whip of 1.0. Walks, it's Ks per 9. Where's Ks per 9? Sorry, hold on. Strikeouts per 9, 3.6. So, I mean, it's not terrible. I think this is a Brewer guy. This is one of those guys that just kind of could fit in the right if we do it right. So we will see. The other one I wanted to talk about, we got Daz Cameron. And I didn't go over any statistics on him, but let me see where his statistics page is. Sorry, hold on. Daz Cameron. Okay, so again, right now we're just kind of looking at. He also carries a negative WAR, 394 at bats, 79 hits, 10 homers, 201 batting average, 48 runs, 39 RBIs, 14 stolen bases, OBP of 263, 330, OPS of 593. One of the keys of this is young player. Young player doesn't have much time, age of 28. Where I look at this is how many games did he get in? He has not played in 4 years. He's played like 139 games. So he's kind of just a minor league player at the end of the day. But he's somebody we can work on. He's an outfielder. He is a tool in the tool belt. Depth piece. We need depth right now. I think that's proven more and more by the day. We're going to look at an article here from MLB.com talking about 6 starts most likely to last in 2025. Basically, this is the hot streaks. Who's going to continue to stay hot? And as you guys know, I like to cover various things. I'm not just one-sided here. I love the Brewers, but I also love baseball as a whole. So if you're new and you always wonder why I'm like, oh, the Dodgers this, it's because I love the game as a whole. So, and I like to talk about other articles and other things going on around baseball. And this is written by, looks like Yahoo Sports. So Michael Conforto signed a 1-year, $17 million deal with Los Angeles. His surprising success against Southpaws, he has an 886 OPS, and has yet to translate. He's looked pretty dangerous against right-handers, though. He is going to be one of the most impactful players for that Dodgers team. Next up is William Brew of the Boston Red Sox. He's an outfielder. For one, this isn't coming entirely out of nowhere. Brew's defense drew more attention than his offense during his rookie season, when he earned a Gold Glove, finishing with a 114 OPS plus, hard hit rate of 50%, pulled balls at a rate of 22.9%. All figures hint on impressive power and potential. Spencer Torkelson of the Detroit Tigers, number 1 overall pick, trending towards a bust. Mechanically, Torkelson's swing is much more connected. better sequence than in years. He has a 39.1% pulled in the air rate as of Tuesday. Last year, Torque took 190 plate appearances to hit his third home run. This year, he reached the milestone in 47 trips to the dish. So he's gotten hot. Another one on the list is Corbin Carroll of the D-backs. He entered Tuesday with 3 home runs, 279, 628 slugging percentage. His numbers look a lot more like his 2023 Rookie of the Year campaign. Corbin Carroll is a good player, and we get to see him coming up, so that's obviously scary, but at the same time, you wonder when analyzing these players, when you hear some of these numbers, because 279 batting average, you look at Brice Turang right now, is batting 3 something. You look at what they look at, and when they say that, I always, when I read these articles and when I look at these lists, I'm like, okay, now where's the Brewer fall in that? I personally think that you should see a Jackson Trio, maybe a Brice Turang, because he's been proving himself. But this is how I gauge and how I look at baseball. And I'll tell you right now, neither of those two are mentioned. Chung-Ho Lee, slashing 333, 385, 500. Lee is tied for the team lead in hits with 12. See, this is where they get me, because they don't look at us. Yahoo is not looking at us here. Logan Hope, catcher for the Angels. He has been on a tear. 244, 303, 409, 20 homers last year. Using more of the barrel can compensate for poor speed. Hope also had a 2024 70.7 mile per hour average range in the 28th percentile among hitters. A hard hit. Gosh. And that's the thing. Like, you look at this and you're like, okay, yep. That's a fringe article. It's written about fringe guys, right? What does that mean? Like, what does that mean for our team? What does that mean for what we're doing? In the whole of things, like, okay, I look at a guy like Brice. Like, Brice is the rising star right now, and like, just not talked about. It's just not talked about. It's just depressing. It's depressing in every kind of way. I went over to Twitter. I love to go over to Twitter and just see what people are saying. And the trolls have disappeared, guys. The trolls are disappearing. And it's amazing to me at this point, because thank the Lord, we have so many trolls and so many half-baked in Brewers fans. We're not losing right now. I mean, we won, so I shouldn't say that. But it's amazing. 3 starts for Freddie in the year, 18 innings pitched, 2.0 ERA, 22 strikeouts, and a .72 whip. What more can you say about Freddie Peralta? You've got a 10-game hitter for Churio. You've got 11-game hitting streak for Turang. Sorry. Tobias Myers had an outing for the Sounds the other day in Nashville. I'll get you the number real quick. It's good. Like, I'm excited to. Okay, well, where is he? Okay, they don't show the line. I thought they showed the line on Twitter. I could be wrong. Oh, jeez. Sounds of the season. Let's go to the Sounds page. Oh, nope, we don't want to do that. All right, I'm not going to be able to pull it. I'm not. No, I'll find it. Hang tight. Right now, we are watching all of these guys, and it is most important for the crew to get these guys back healthy, and I think that is where it is important to watch for these games and results, especially when we've got guys that are sitting there that are going to be an impact to this team this year. And minor league baseball is always worthwhile to watch, worthwhile to see. Obviously, we've got the single A affiliates. Here in Appleton, the high A affiliate, I should say. We've also got the Dock Spiders, a ton of Northwoods League. So go check those games out, guys. Those are the games that we want to watch going into this year, because it's where we see these guys like Myers and these guys coming up from. So and you guys see guys like, okay, Caleb Durbin played in Fond du Lac. Max Scherzer played in lacrosse. There's a lot of guys that came from that Northwoods League baseball that are important, I guess is the best way to put it. 3.1 scoreless in his first rehab appearance on 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Don't know why that took so long to figure out, or why I didn't have that saved. But guys, errors happen here on the Miller Park Minute, and I'm not perfect. I appreciate you guys who stick with me, who listened to some of my rambles, because some of my rambles are just wild. The Carolina Mudcats, this comes from our buddy Tyler over at Wisconsin. So Carolina Mudcats had 22 hits last night, 14 runs. Braylon Payne, hot young prospect, 4 for 6. Luis Pena, who we've talked about, 2 for 5. Josh Adermexzemek, 5 for 4. Eric Bontini, we've talked about him, 5 for 5 with 5 RBIs. Filippo Duturi, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Holy smokes, that's a ball game. That had to be fun to watch. Just saying. We are just saying. Trio, 2 for 5, 2 stolen bases. Nope. Brice Turang's home run went 444 feet. That's amazing. And that was the hit that kept his hitting streak alive, too. That brought him to the 11 games. What can be said? I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. We had Tim and Levering on the call last night. Tim's getting better and better. Tim Dillard. And I love it. And I hope I get the opportunity to bring him back again this year. We'll see. We're going to have some more guests. We're going to do some more fun shows. I am all in on making content in 2025. So, guys, thank you for listening and watching Miller Park Minute. If you're catching these on the shorts, remember to like and subscribe. Go over to the YouTube channel where we're putting out content on the regular. We'll watch tonight's game. We'll talk about it tomorrow. So, guys, thanks for watching again. As always, go Brew Crew, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for watching the Miller Park Minute. Go Brewers!